this is how I made these cute backing cards for my magnetic bookmarks. First, I ordered these small plastic bags from Amazon and I make sure to measure them to know how big the cards needs to be. Then I make a new project on Canva and set the size to match the bags, which is 7.3 and 11.5 centimeters. I'm starting out by changing the background color. I chose this yellow and pink gradient, and then I go ahead and make a rounded rectangle shape. The shape is pink by default, but I like to change it to white. Also, this is a bit hard to show you since I have Canva set to Swedish, so just bear with me here. I adjust the rectangle so the background acts kinda like a border, and I make sure to leave some extra space at the top. Now I scale it to 100% and holding my bookmark right in front of my screen. This way I can determine about where I'd like to cut a hole for it. To mark where I want the hole to be, I make a black rectangle, making sure it's wide enough to fit putting through the bookmark. Then I add whatever text I want. I chose to write just magnetic bookmark and then by Penny Creations at the bottom. I like to change the text color to white and give it a contour effect. I'm not sure if it's called contour in English, but like outlines. Then I just go ahead and download it to my computer and upload it to Cricut Design Space. Now, you don't need to have a cutting machine. You could definitely just cut it out by hand. Once we are in Cricut Design Space, I upload my design and change the height to 11.5 centimeters, so we have the correct measurements. Now I make a black rectangle shape and try to match the size of the rectangle we made in Canva. And I will also try to match the position of it, making sure to align it in the center. I also make a wide shape to cover up our first black rectangle to make sure we won't print it. Now I select my design and my wide rectangle and press flatten to make it a single piece. Then I select my design again as well as the black rectangle and press attach. This makes sure Cricut will cut the rectangle in the right spot. I can fit 4 of these on an A4 paper. And now it's time for printing. I select add bleed and use system dialog. This way I can make some quality changes before printing. I make sure to change the paper type to cardstock, quality to high, and I also crank up the colors and contrast a bit. Now I don't know anything about different kinds of paper, but it says on the packaging that this paper is 200 GM2, whatever that means. Anyway, as cut settings I use medium cardstock and I use the light grip mat. And just like that, they are done. The bookmarks fits perfectly and the cards fits perfectly in the plastic bags. I hope this tutorial was helpful and let me know if you'd like me to show you anything at a slower pace. Thank you for watching, bye!